Well, Sam, we're here.
Well,
Hey, everybody, we're back. Welcome to Dorks Live, everybody. Just as you see in the chat there, joining in. Oh, we got Jay Lucky over there on the couch as well. Stat Girl. I'll get things going here in a second.
oh, exclamation. How do you make an exclamation point on this fucking chat? Made a
Jeez.
comma.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Okay, so what's an exclamation point? Right there. So right now, if I touch it, it's a comma. So then I would hit back, and I'd hit that off, and it's a comma.
There you go.
What the fuck was that? That's an I now.
What?
It's an I.
What? Oh, yeah, it is.
So it shows an exclamation point, but when you
That's really strange.
anyway,
Oh, yeah, either way.
the man.
You got Wrestling Dorks. We're watching SmackDown Live. Thank you for joining us right now. Sam managing the chat.
What do you got over here on the screen? This takeover thingy.
Yeah, that's our view.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's a
I like it,
picture of, yeah, it's a picture from, so as you see on the screen, we've got some things to talk about. I'll cycle through them real quick. We're going to talk about our trip to NXT TakeOver in Brooklyn on Friday. We got WrestleMania picks. We got DraftKings. And we're going to talk about who won our picks contest that we did between the three of us. We're going to tally them up, see what happens. And then we've got one of our bracket, WrestleMania, worst WrestleMania of all time bracket.
Are we going to be adding this one to it?
We're going to, well, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. So that's what we'll be going through today. Plus, we'll be taking your chat. I almost said taking your phone calls, taking the chat. I'm going to work on a couple things that I've been noticing that I do. I need to not move the microphone around as much. I really need to get an arm for myself because just moving it around, it makes like little clicks and things like that. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's why you don't see too many podcasts where guys hold the mic. So I'm going to work on keeping this in one spot. I am wearing one shirt tonight.
You are, yeah.
I'm wearing one shirt tonight.
I just went like this for you.
Thank you. I'm going to try not to do that tonight. I think that's it, actually. The microphone and that, we're going to touch a little bit, but, I got to be in shot here, so.
I mean, people would prefer if you weren't in the shot.
Well, I take up a lot of the
Be a
shot.
much better podcast, I feel like.
So it's the SmackDown after WrestleMania. It's the Tuesday after WrestleMania, the biggest wrestling weekend in
Of
wrestling.
the year.
I mean, really. I mean, it's funny that other federations kind of turn this into their, like, G1 Supercard was this weekend and all kinds of other things.
Because they know people are in the
Right.
wrestling mood.
They're just in the wrestling mood. So, like, Vince has not just done it for his own company. It's like all of wrestling converges.
Yeah.
in April.
We saw Enzo and Cass do a run-in this weekend. Did you see that?
I heard about that.
Yeah. It was supposed to look like a shoot, but definitely
Well,
wasn't.
apparently it
They
looked
attacked
like
Bully
it.
Ray.
Apparently it looked like it. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
listening to Bully on XM the other day. So
Oh, you listen to another wrestling podcast? I thought
it's
that's
not a podcast. It's a radio show. Actually, Bully even said he made a point this week to say on Monday, he's like, this is not a podcast. This is a motherfucking radio show. He said that. I was like, wow, that's pretty awesome.
So it's okay for you to listen to it on.
Yeah, I can listen to it. Becky Lynch in the ring.
Lucky3697 has subscribed with Twitch Prime.
Weird.
Thank you to our newest subscriber, Lucky.
Yeah,
I don't know
Lucky.
who it is, but we thank you.
I don't know. She's over there. You in your screen, you can see her feet, I believe.
Yeah, is that going to be
She's-
part of the new?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. You
Really?
could, you could take your time. It's
Put
just
them
Sam and I
feet
watching.
up against the screen.
Yeah, if you want to just stick them forward, maybe we'll get some more people to watch.
There's now a foot fetish podcast.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This, again, interactive podcast. We're trying to make sure that people talk. I pulled on my shirt. God damn it.
Yeah.
Trying to not do that. I'm not doing this as much. I think you and I talked about it. We're not doing it as much for the next day listens and views. We're doing it for live. We want people to talk.
Yeah, it's probably a terrible idea.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, probably bad.
Well, there's a gazillion wrestling podcasts out there.
Mm-hmm.
The people have too many choices, and your boy Conrad is dominating the market.
Yeah,
So
yeah, he does.
yeah.
No, I was saying like because I think YouTube could be a decent platform because I don't think everybody in the world has time at 9:30 on Tuesday night to turn in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can definitely watch us the replay on YouTube, which we do get a decent amount of
I think we need to talk more about the
the YouTube replay.
YouTube replay.
Man, Lacey Evans really laid
I
out.
like that she laid it in there.
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
really
like
did.
that the man didn't sell it, but
Well,
there's no selling anymore though. in
yeah,
wrestling.
why would
That's
you
the
sell
problem.
something? It was funny watching Lacey Evans try to run around in those heels
Yeah.
today, though.
This was a nice little brawl between these two. Lacey Evans, and you knew she was going to, the way they were giving her all this time, she was going to jump into something right away, but
Yep.
goes after the man right
Yep,
away.
She definitely gets that push right away. Why not? Charlotte just vanishes. Ronda obviously vanishes, and now have a little
Is
mini
Charlotte
feud.
going to vanish?
Well, she has vanished so far. I mean, we're what 4.5 hours into post WrestleMania programming, and
You know what I didn't realize? That her entrance at Mania, I didn't know was an homage to the Nature
Ric
Boy.
Flair, Ric
Ric
Flair.
Flair. It was in a,
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. The Flair Ric.
Yeah.
That he came in on a helicopter at a big NWA show, I guess it was. So
Yeah, I
that
think
was
it was-
pretty cool.
yeah.
I mean, I thought it was interesting to begin with, and then I didn't realize that it was, an homage to
It's
Nate.
funny though. She wants to be like her own. I guess does she really want to be her own person? She pretty much has his whole.
Right, but I mean, yeah. I mean, it's tough when it's not like you're not just a second generation wrestler like many people are.
Right.
You're a second generation wrestler of what many consider to be the greatest of all time.
True. What's up? Yeah, your drinks over there on the table. Jay Lucky, welcome.
How about that Becky Lynch picture I shared with you guys when she was a little bit younger?
Yeah,
A little bit younger, Rebecca Quinn.
yeah, you liked it. You liked that picture.
Yeah, she would get it then, and she would get it now.
Get what exactly?
It.
When you made some weird.
You're not. It's all right.
I'll get situated.
Okay. I made some weird. I don't know what she's gonna say. She's probably gonna bust my chops. I think Becky's gonna have to lose one of those belts soon. I
No,
don't-
didn't you make some weird comment about when you sent that? It made no sense.
Oh yeah, he did make a weird
And I'm
comment.
like,
What do you mean?
it's just that because he texted the picture.
It was basically
Is
just
your
to
mic
show
on?
you.
Can you flip it up?
It's on.
It's on.
My
All
mic
right.
is on.
Mic check
Okay.
1 2.
Go ahead.
Is this
What's up?
on?
Keep going. It's fine.
Up. It's up. Is it up?
Go ahead. Keep going.
I flipped it up.
All right.
All right.
I'm on it.
Anyway, you made some sort of weird comment when he sent it. Like nothing that he meant. Like,
Yeah. I was just sending a picture of Becky Lynch from a bajillion. Oh, Lacey just laid her out again.
I don't remember. What did I say? Did I say something?
I think it was something fat and stupid.
Yeah,
Let me see what it was.
something Weird. It was like I don't know.
It
And all he was
is-
trying to like show is how you like, oh, it's a young Becky, but you made some like weird comment, like you
Alright.
didn't get it or
it
something.
was- I think you were doing it because you were too aroused by the picture.
I might have been too aroused. I don't know what I was. Just don't worry about me. I'm sure nobody ever does worry about me.
No, nobody does.
Nobody
cares.
gives a shit.
You put judgy women. It was a picture of Becky Lynch Young, and all you put was judgy women.
Yeah, that was it. It was like the weirdest thing. It was Becky Lynch with like two other young girls. Like it was just like young girls, and you're like judgy women.
I don't know what I meant by that.
In his defense, I think we were talking about people judging people being fat, women versus
No,
men. Was that
literally the
before or
last
after?
comment was it could come down to it. We had no comments. Yeah,
I see. I remember it being so like just random, and I was like, that
I
made
sent
no
the picture
sense.
during. It looks
Yeah.
during WrestleMania
Yeah, it
at
was,
10 o'clock. So his comments made no sense.
Yeah, that's
It was
what-
typical JB not listening to what's going on and then not knowing what to say.
I don't know. Whatever. I'm sure that I had a reason. I wouldn't have just said judgy women for no reason. I'm
I
not
think you
tugging
did.
on my
No,
shirt.
you did.
Lacey Evans. So this confirms
It's
this is the
definitely a feud. Yeah, Lacey Evans gets the first
This is
feud
the
of Becky
first
Lynch.
And you were saying she needs to lose one of the belts?
Yeah, I don't like her walking around with two.
It's,
Well, that's why she's got attacked.
there ain't
she had
gonna be
two
you
belts
think
in
there's
her
gonna be two
arms.
fucking belts? I think there's gonna be one fucking belt.
Oh, maybe
I
that's
think
the case.
it's unified. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's what you think it is, then
You
fine.
fug.
Ah, thanks, buddy. Sorry, I'm just adjusting volume
Speaking
levels.
of unifying belts, what the fuck last night was that bullshit?
Yeah.
So you
Yes.
tease a huge match for Raw, and then just to have the bar interrupt it, and it makes it like, what's the bar doing? It makes no
It's because the
storyline
bar
sense.
there's very few like actual heels out there, like, and the bar is like they're bad guys. They go around doing bad things. So I guess, and they're probably one of the few teams that could be seen as a credible threat.
Couldn't they have just did like a regular like, hey, double count out?
Well, I said it was gonna be like a DQ or something, like something like that,
Right,
but
it made
not
no
like a run in
sense
like
yeah,
that.
for one of
Yeah.
them to lose the belt that quick.
No. And then tonight, I guess we had another situation where Drew McIntyre now joined up at the bar to fight the New Day.
Then what happened was probably that he got confused because his music is exactly the same as Sheamus's.
That's way more awesome. And did you see the other new feud that started tonight?
What's that?
Samoa Joe versus Braun Strowman.
Is that what it is? That,
Yeah, baby.
Why the hell did you tell me about that? Hey, what happened, JB, on SmackDown? You're like, I don't know. I didn't get to see SmackDown, folks, because I was watching Raw at a late night.
Because last night, because of the basketball
Dart
game.
match, and then that basketball game. I'm sorry, folks. That basketball game was incredible, and I'm going to watch good live basketball over Raw. Now, I'm not putting it over WrestleMania.
Right,
Obviously, it's different. But a Raw, even the Raw after, that game was incredible. Yeah,
game
so
was
I
good,
I
yeah.
caught up on Raw after I got home from second job today, and yeah, so I didn't get to see SmackDown. And I was like, "What happened?" And you're like, telling me a bunch of different.
I was
things.
telling you stuff, and then it was time to start. I'm
You were
sorry.
gonna wait
I'm telling
to
you
tell me
now.
about- So,
I'm
so what
telling
did
you now.
Braun run in and?
Yeah, Joe came out during the 7-second dance break of Truth and whatever,
Okay.
and started beating up Truth, and then Braun came out to save the day, and
And then Colin Jost and Michael Che came
yeah,
out.
exactly. No, but the new thing is Braun and Joe, and obviously Joe's gonna destroy him.
It's hard right now because like Braun has been like jerked around in a million different directions.
Yeah.
I feel like.
And nobody jerks better than Joe, I tell you.
Speaking of Michael Che and Colin Jost, by the way, I followed a new thing on Twitter. It's called at SNL Snippets, and this guy just posts all these old like SNL routines.
Oh.
Oh my god, I've lost myself in so many of them. I can't wait till I'm done here so I can watch this one.
Oh my god.
It's Dana Carvey doing Tom Brokaw, pre-recording like the deaths.
Oh, I
Like,
think I've seen that.
You
Yeah.
see it one? It's Gerald Ford is like, and I don't remember exactly. I've seen it only once, but I remember it's like Gerald
What is
Ford.
it?
He's like basically Dana.
What is it on?
SNL.
At SNL Snippets. It's called.
On Twitter.
Yeah. So like this bit was
I don't do
basically
enough
like
on Twitter.
you don't do things and what?
I don't do enough on Twitter.
Yeah, you don't.
I've been told by many people that we need to get on Instagram. The wrestling
Yeah,
dorks
I don't
need
do
to get.
Instagram personally.
I don't
Instagram's
either.
just Pictures.
I know,
Like,
but-
you can't really interact as much as I don't interact on Instagram.
I thought Instagram was for trying to bang.
That's what I was under the impression. I thought it was like a Snapchat thing.
It's not, but I mean, like,
No.
like from what Jim tells me, he's like, you go on IG, you post pictures to try to
Uh-huh.
make the opposite sex thirsty, and then they like it, and then
Make 'em
follow
thirsty.
you.
they follow you, and that's
That's what I
basically
mean, like, we-
if they like or follow you, it means they want to sit
I follow
on it.
wrestling and I follow Beachbody,
Oh, so.
which is workouts.
Right. I mean, I guess that's
And
what I'm saying.
my
Like,
3
I
friends.
personally don't want to be on Instagram. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm not
I would.
on it.
I was just thinking the wrestling dorks would post like our pictures and our stuff and just
But
see
you
if people
can't
follow.
be on it without following things.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Pamela.
Oh,
Johnson
hey,
says,
welcome.
Oh my God! Did Becky win at Mania? I am actually shocked. Did you not watch Mania?
She
You were shocked. Wait a second here.
It was only on until like 5 a.m. probably there.
We all picked Becky actually in our picks.
Yeah, she did DM us and said that she didn't get to watch Mania live. She was going to try to watch it, I think, yesterday and today, and apparently she didn't get to watch the whole thing. so-
Worst.
Worst
How
fan
the
ever.
fuck do you put like? Remember before I was saying I couldn't get an now I can't get a question mark.
What the hell's the matter with you?
What do you mean? It's not the matter to me. If a fucking keyboard, if there's 2 things there, you should be able to. There, finally, it fucking worked. Fucking
Yeah.
motherfuck. So anyway, by the way, I don't care. Has nothing to do with wrestling. That fucking I cannot wait to watch this SNL Snippets. SNL, fucking the good, so good. And that one reminds me, I laughed my ass off the first time I saw that skit.
I laughed so hard on a lot of those, like especially the old.
Oh,
some
yeah,
of
well,
the
that's
newer
what he's
ones, but
saying,
A lot
it
of the
is.
older
Yeah,
ones.
yeah. This is Dana Carvey, and I remember. I don't know if it was like Gerald Ford, dead at the age of 83, and an attack by Godzilla. Like it's just like things that
Yeah.
like he tried to record every scenario possible, and it's just getting more and more ridiculous. Love it. Sami Zayn back.
Yeah, he's back, and he's got a kind of a similar attitude, but he's his thing is to make fun of the fans.
Well, it's not making fun of the fans. It's telling them how it is.
Yeah,
It's
basically
it's
making
about
fun of us.
Yes.
Yep, it's absolutely us.
But we only do it because this is our profession.
Yeah, this is how we make our money.
But and I think he's right though. You know, somebody like you who likes to make people feel bad about themselves. You know, you're only a critic because you just can't look deep down inside because
Oh,
of
I
your own
hate this.
disappointment.
Oh, I look deep down inside. I'm a piece of shit. I know that I'm no good. That's why I make fun of other people.
That was was no good. That was so dumb.
I know. Sami Zayn comes out and just goes to the
Hey.
fans and goes, nah, and drops the mic.
Yeah.
They start doing his little chant, his little doo doo, doo, and then they're like.
They did what I did.
Yeah, I know. It's
But
not
then
the
they're
song.
like, but
So our main event tonight is the New Day, all 3 members against The Bar and Drew McIntyre.
Immediate Big E turn. I'm jealous of your title reign.
Yeah,
Why didn't you give me a shot? It's
I
been
know.
like 2 days.
I know. People everywhere on the internet is like, this has got to be where Big E turns. It's got to be it. It's not
At
going
some
to happen.
point, it will be.
probably, yeah,
Within
but they're
I'm
going
gonna say
to.
within 6 months.
Again, I said it before. Maybe I didn't say it on here, but the story does write itself. It's just whether they want to pull the trigger now or wait a little bit. Oh, I think she answered you, Pamela, out there.
She's been sick. You know what? We're sick of you not dedicating yourself to wrestling. I forgot to look in the
You were
camera.
pointing at the TV.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I'm just. Are you feeling better?
She's watched the first few hours. Her Irish accent drives her bananas. She wanted Charlotte.
Wait a second.
She's
what?
against the Irish.
She's against the
She's
Irish.
against accents in general. Well, we're against your accent. How about that?
Whoa, jeez.
I missed the end of the match with the women, she said. Oh, yeah, you missed. That's the main fucking event.
Isn't the main event? You're gonna talk. You should talk with a.
I love Becky's accent. Drives me wild.
I don't like the sex face that you're making when you
Love
do that.
it. Oh,
It's
yeah.
grossing me out.
when the fucking man comes around.
So yeah, we had the WrestleMania was incredible. We're gonna get to our picks and kind of go through. We won't go through every single match because not every
No.
match is worth going through.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely say like who won each pick. Jay Lucky did a good job on Sunday of marking down who won.
She
and-
did a good job, did she?
Oh, she jobbed. Yeah, she jobbed out. Yeah. Speaking of jobbed out, the Iconics had a match tonight against two jobbers.
Did they?
Yeah, and they
That's
whooped
how they're
them.
going to start the title reign
Yeah,
against
so.
Jobbers.
So a lot did happen on SmackDown. Sorry, I forgot to tell you all
Yeah.
this.
Hey, what happened? Nothing.
So first and foremost, let's talk about our trip to Brooklyn on Friday.
Yeah. First time I'd been at a WWE event in a while, and first NXT event for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I hadn't been to NXT in a long time, back when like Finn Balor was still in NXT.
The
so,
lore.
yeah, it was. Sam picked me up. We took the drive up. Nobody watched, but we did a couple live streams on the way up.
Yep.
Nobody gave a shit. I tried
As
it out.
usual.
Yeah, I tried it and it failed, so whatever. It was a really good time. And you know what? I don't know. I'll let you talk in a minute, but the thing that stands out to me the most is just how much WWE like took over the whole area. Everywhere you turned, it was like WWE flags. Everybody was a fat dork wearing a WWE T-shirt. Like even when we
Every
went,
restaurant.
even when we went to the bar for a
Bar,
drink,
restaurant.
we're like in I wouldn't say super trendy, but a, moderately trendy Brooklyn bar.
Is that, you think the place is trendy?
Well, it was like a craft beer place
I don't
in
know.
Brooklyn.
Craft beer. I had a Miller High Life.
Yeah, you had. Yeah, but that's what I mean. High Life is like the hipster type of like cheap beer, and it's like the new Pabst. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So, anyways, we were in a moderately trendy Brooklyn bar, and everybody in there is talking wrestling storylines, and the guy next to us.
Yeah, they weren't just talking. They were in full cosplay. They had the Heart Foundation with the tights and everything.
It was awesome.
and
So-
the Anvil was awesome. The guy that was the Anvil.
Yeah, and
Obviously
like
not the real
you,
Anvil, he's
me,
dead.
Dan, and Emily were sitting there like screaming about wrestling, and nobody gave a shit. Like if we were at a regular bar
Yeah.
doing that, we'd get looks and hate, kind of like what Jay Lucky gives us
Mm-hmm.
on during
the
this
time.
podcast. Yeah, but that was the number one for me. Just how much the atmosphere is around that whole thing. So what
First off, I'd like to say we would have got there about 20 minutes earlier, but this guy had to pee. Like, so when you go on road trips with the kids, does he try to make it seem like the kids need to stop to pee when he really needs to?
Yeah.
give me a break. I had to pee
I
once.
thought he was gonna piss himself.
I had
He was
to
just
pee
like,
once.
oh, we're in trouble.
Well, it would have been better if you hadn't if you would have pulled off like maybe near a bathroom. He pulled off at some exit that we had to go through the over the river
Time
and
the
through the
fuck
woods.
out. This guy basically gave the sign that he was in trouble and we weren't gonna make it. And he's just like, yeah, if you could. And I explained to him before how New Jersey exits aren't like Pennsylvania exits.
Right.
And I was like, they'll tell you if there's something close. If it's not, so we pull off of one. We go like a mile or so,
Or
pull into a
6.
gas station, and it's Jersey, so there was no bathroom because they pumped
Right.
their own
Yeah.
gas.
Yeah. I went into 7-Eleven and there was no bathroom. I'm like, where does the employees piss? I guess behind the counter.
So then I took him to a pizza shop, and of course he had to buy something.
Yeah. I had to buy a freaking soda just to use their bathroom at the pizza shop.
So he didn't make the urines in his pants.
Yeah. I was almost about to go wee wee in my underpants. So yeah. So that was your first memory of the trip. That was
Yes,
nice.
definitely. I had a great time. NXT it was freaking amazing. Like literally, it was 5 or 6 matches on the actual card. They'd have some. They had they taped an NXT episode,
Yeah.
which is fine. But like, it's so much easier to keep attention span when there's not 6,000 fucking matches. Now these matches are long for the most part. Don't get me wrong, but they still had enough individuality each of them that to keep it exciting. I thought it was the perfect card.
It really was. Only
I don't
5
even
matches.
watch NXT.
Yeah, you were still like totally.
I mean, I know who
there
the
was-
guys are and everything,
Yeah,
but
there wasn't any time where you were like sitting on your phone being bored at
Right,
all. Like
right.
you know what I mean. You get on your phone and are bored more on this podcast than you are
Yeah.
when you were at
yeah, because
NXT.
it talks about awful WWE. Yeah, it was cool. I was happy to be there. We got to have some $14 beers.
That was awful.
And Botch Fest right there by Cesaro and Big E.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah, Biggie I think was supposed to catch him in midair. Though.
yeah, I think he's not as strong as Cesaro. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, here's the move he was gonna do.
Yeah. But yeah, it was awesome. We got to go out for a beer afterwards. Not that helped the ride home. Not drunkenness, just tired because obviously a beer makes you tired.
Yeah.
And I think I had 3 beers.
We had some Brooklyn
Between
pizza too beforehand.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Yep, I would have liked to have like 50 pieces.
Yeah,
I'd love to have just been able to been there for like the week just to like see Brooklyn too.
yeah, just to see what it's all about.
And not have to the drive. Like city driving sucks.
Oh yeah, it was.
And it's
I
nerve-wracking.
felt for you. I was sitting in the passenger
I'm not
seat.
used to it. We're
I felt-
from
And then we pulled into the parking garage, and just some like random vagrant is there, and he's like, "Keys." So we just handed him keys and what,
yeah, this
30
guy
bucks
totally
or
could just
whatever.
take like it was like $37 to park. The guy's like, "Stop," and I'm like, "All right." He's like, and he just got out, and that was like the parking attendant guy gave us a
But
claim
he wasn't
check.
like in a booth. He didn't have on like a shirt that said "I'm a parking guy."
Yeah,
he just like
yeah.
was a guy
So,
that took his keys
so
and money.
I was worried that we'd come out and the car would be gone, and we'd have to find a way home
Yeah.
from Brooklyn.
Could have happened.
But we parked right by the arena, and it actually was pretty easy to get in and out of.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Worked out way better than the people went to WrestleMania.
Holy shit!
That didn't get home until or get back to the rooms probably till the same time we got home.
I didn't even get to tell you the story that Dan had. Apparently, they didn't get home till after 3.
Same
like-
as us.
Like, yeah. Well, from WrestleMania,
right, yeah.
and I guess they were the lines for Ubers and taxis were literally, he said, thousands of people long.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
hundred,
I
he
read
said
online.
hundreds, if not thousands.
There's
is what he said.
newspaper stories about it, like how and you see the transit authorities blamed it on WWE, saying
my
that
God.
event should have never went that late, and which they're 100% right.
Well, they are right.
Yeah, fucking 7 hours. You know what? Now I'll go on my fucking rant. Now
Oh
that
my
I got-
God.
So the fucking
ahead.
thing went to what? 12:25, I think was.
Yeah,
the end?
I wrote down it was 7 hours and 24 minutes is what the official time was. So
Yeah, and the first match probably started like 5:25. I think the show
Probably.
came on at 5. All right, I missed Hulk. All right, folks, I can't do fuck. I knew it was gonna
see,
go
now
long.
this is what pisses me off. He knows WrestleMania starts at 7. If you want to skip the pre-show, fine. You plan to get to somebody's house at 7:30. That's retarded. If you're a wrestling fan, you're going to WrestleMania.
So
at
if I
7.
get there at 7,
do
I'm,
you and
I'm
her have
5
to
and
be
a half
always
hours
late
in.
for something?
No, I'm 5.5 hours
If
in.
WrestleMania starts at 7, why are you getting there at 7:30? Then you can't bitch about missing Hulk Hogan. You
Because
missed the
I
beginning.
thought-
I'm sorry.
I was given information that the show kicks off with Orton and Styles.
Well, yeah, but who the hell knows what that guy was
And
talking
he
about?
told us the truth. The freaking last second, they switched it. I missed Hogan. Obviously, that hurts. But I didn't want to miss Rollins and
Right.
Brock. I wanted to see that match. And then all of a sudden, last second, apparently, Vince is like, they said literally like hours before the
Apparently,
show.
John told us he saw a thing, or because he was hanging out in the green room. We have a friend who was there, and he somehow snuck into the green room. We don't know how. He saw a thing that Orton and Styles was going on first.
Which
Right.
they were. That was confirmed today.
But that was the day before, and then apparently, like just a couple hours before the show started, they switched it to Lesnar and Rollins
Yeah.
going first. So he decided to show up late for WrestleMania because he's not a wrestling
Right.
fan and missed the first match, and he ended up missing Hogan and Lesnar,
Yeah. And-
which sucks.
and
I
they
feel
said,
bad,
they said that Hulk didn't even know that was happening.
but I believe
So
that.
what the hell's going on here? This is now like Kofi
Why
family
does,
thing.
Yeah, why does Kofi?
Like I get like the whole Kofi story, but like,
I mean, I guess
and now
this'll
his
be-
wife and kids are in the ring.
Hopefully, this is the only time, like
Yeah,
while they're in New York. or
yeah,
whatever,
it's still like fresh.
because they're still there.
Like next week, it's not like
Is that where he lives?
I don't know.
No.
but
Because his family
You got to figure his family was there though for WrestleMania.
according
so-
to the origination of the Kofi Kingston character,
from
he's from Jamaica.
Jamaica.
No,
Yeah.
he's not. Yeah. So I mean, his wife is attractive. I don't mind looking at her.
So yeah, you got onto the WrestleMania rant, but just to go back to NXT, there were a couple things that really stood out. The curtain call for Ricochet and Aleister Black after their match was awesome. Like the fans there,
That match was incredible.
The match was just to open the show was just what an opening match.
I'm
you know
pumped
what I mean?
for was it War Machine?
Yeah.
When they come up because they're incredible.
Yeah, they're really awesome. The big dude that can jump around like that, it's crazy.
Yeah, they're absolutely incredible.
It was amazing to me, like some of the things that Ricochet was doing, that guy was doing the same. So
Right, yeah, he's an athletic marvel.
anybody that was watching us, were you at NXT or did you get to watch it? What did you think? Let us know. It's the whole idea here. Anyways, so I'm trying to think what else from Takeover. I mean, besides just seeing my friend, I see once a year. That was kind of nice. But new NXT champion Johnny Gargano, which I did not expect, and then to have Ciampa come out at the end, pretty awesome.
It was nice to tie all that together. But no, every match in that card,
Yeah.
at NXT was fun to watch. You know, Walter and Dunn. Obviously, the main event was incredible. So the NXT was great.
Yeah. And
Live wrestling was fun, especially the atmosphere. Everybody was just so pumped up for Mania week that everybody's so excited. It's like
And I think that it was good that
Dressed up.
It was on a Friday. Like it was almost like the first thing to kick off the Mania weekend. Like doing it before Hall of Fame, I think was a good idea. You know what I mean? Because then Bret Hart then got tackled on Saturday night. Craziness.
I was seeing that and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" And I watched the video and like, it's crazy.
That guy apparently he had mental problems.
Yeah, he definitely has, and he wanted attention. Yeah, so he got attention.
All right, well, let's talk about WrestleMania. I mean, it's the biggest fucking wrestling show of the weekend, of the year. I mean, of the weekend, just of the weekend.
Next week there'll be another Mania, and it's gonna go 20 straight hours.
Sorry, of the year.
Let's just do it for 24 hours. It could be like a whole day event.
It's a family friendly WrestleMania that you have to have your children up till 1 a.m. on a school night if they wish to watch it.
Yeah, we made the kids go to bed.
Yeah, it's insane. That's what I said, like
they were bummed. Like Samantha was like tired, so she went to bed, but she
like
didn't even
10.
want to go to bed.
She went to bed like 10:30.
there would have been no
And Christopher wanted
way
to stay
in
up for the
hell.
whole thing, and I'm like, it was like 11:30. I'm like, you can't, I just can't.
Yeah, we pretty
I
much made him
can't
go to
let you stay
bed
up till
during
after
the
midnight.
Lashley match.
He would have went to bed. It would have been 12:30.
Yeah,
There's no way.
You can't do that on a school night. Move Mania to Saturday if you
We
want
have
to do
to-
that shit.
Yeah, well, wrestling it'll never be on. That's because that's weird.
It's so weird,
Like,
though.
it's always been on a Sunday.
But that's
It's
like
Sunday's family night.
but that's
Saturdays when people have engagements and things to do.
I guess. But UFC does their shit on Saturdays and they do fine.
That's not towards a family. It's
I guess.
you don't want your kids seeing real violence like they see at home.
Yeah, well, although they were talking, and I see Pamela mentioned Miz and Shane. Shane came out tonight, and apparently he got punched in the eye during that match because he had a huge black eye.
Okay, maybe
Interesting.
it was.
It might have been George Mizanin punched him in the eye.
No, I was thinking like makeup.
No, you could tell it was.
Oh, you could tell. Like, there's no way to put.
How about I punch you in the eye and we'll see if it looks like makeup right now.
Fight.
Ay.
He's just upset because the Pirates got rid of all their players. Did you see? Is Austin Meadows today?
Yeah,
Wasn't that a former Pirate?
He was on my bench. in
Yeah, he's
fantasy.
insane.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know he's going nuts.
Yeah.
He can only hit right-handed.
And then you flipped on baseball, and I see Garrett Cole come. It's like, here, all guys. The Pirates said we're never gonna pay, and got rid of. Why don't you have Meadows anymore? By the way, I wanted to ask you that today.
What's that?
What? So who'd you get rid of Meadows to get?
Archer.
Dickerson.
Archer.
Oh, Archer. Okay.
Yeah, Dickerson was a free agent somehow. I don't
Okay,
know how
because
that
he was
happened.
on the Rays too. Dickerson at one point.
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Archer for Meadows. So it was a decent trade. 'Cause
Yeah. I mean, now Archer's suspended for what, a year for that, and 5
5
games.
days.
Yeah.
Come
A
on.
start,
Come
yeah.
on. What is the baseball podcast or wrestling
Yeah,
podcast?
baseball podcast.
So I guess Pamela's saying Miz and Shane was her favorite. Oh, dude, that match was awesome. I thought the Falls Count Anywhere match.
I think we have the same guy that was in last week asking for dares. Was this the guy when I came in? Huntman 35, because he has headlock and noogie her for 10 seconds. Is this the fucking guy from last week? Yeah, we're not doing that this week. I'm here, mofos.
Yeah, I
And
think
if
it's a
anybody's
different
doing the noogieing, it'll be me.
guy. Oh, you do.
No, I'm just
I was gonna say, is that our new thing?
Yeah, we do noogies. That's our thing.
Oh yeah. I'll headlock her later.
Oh,
Just
yeah?
won't be on camera. Yeah, she's into that. So
She is.
Yeah, you
Who's
just give her a
who's this
headlock.
she we speak
Sometimes a coquina clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
put her
Who's
out.
she
You
we
can get
speak of?
coquina clutch action. That's nice.
Oh yeah,
Fun.
it's good. It's solid action. Let me tell you, coquina clutch action. And I think he just left the chat after you yelled at him.
Yeah, what the hell? We're not here to take outlandish requests.
Yeah, we're not. We're really not.
Next one's gonna be like, oh fuck, do the freaking home run celebration for. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, you didn't see? It's is it two Texas guys? Their home run
Oh
celebration.
yeah, they grab each other's balls.
Yeah. Like it's kind of strange.
Yeah. So all right. So let's talk about some of the
He
WrestleMania.
didn't leave. He says, "Are you gonna do it or not?" See?
Give her a noogie? No, we're not going to give her a noogie. You give yourself a noogie right now. Do it.
No.
Okay, don't even do it. Forget it. We're not doing it, buddy. So let's go through WrestleMania here, Jay Lucky. What do you got there? You got. We made our picks. We can go down through the card, talk about a little bit about each match, or a lot about each match if it was a good match, and then we'll talk about who won these matches.
They're not in order of what happened, but
That's all right.
the Fatal 4-Way. Sam picked Black Chet.
Black Chet.
Yeah, I saw that. I posted. Yeah, that's Ricochet and
what he
Black.
put, yeah, and we both picked.
I didn't put
Usos.
that. That's what you wrote down.
No, that's what you said. I wrote down
Yes.
exactly what you said.
And who did I pick?
Usos.
And who did you pick?
Usos.
And who won?
Usos.
Gee, can I tell you how I got a text during the match that it was Usos is our terrible pick? I should have picked Ricochet and
No,
Uh,
Black.
you're right. No, because
He was saying that all day.
I was saying it all night. I really was, like all day and all night. And I would have switched. I would have lost if you hadn't had your you
My
can't
rule
switch
about you
rule.
can't switch.
I was
yeah.
gonna switch because once they lost NXT, I was like, oh fuck, they're gonna win on Sunday. I really thought
Yeah,
that.
well, I knew they were not going to win. They were leaving NXT. Why would they have them take the belts?
I thought that would be a cool thing to have them show up there with the NXT title.
Right.
That's all.
And then throw them in the trash.
Yes. No, but so we got that one. That was
Yeah,
a
and
great freaking match.
It made no fucking sense for the Usos to retain. That's why I thought they would lose. And my point was proved right tonight when they jobbed to the Hardys.
They lost out to the Hardys anyways. So what the hell?
So fuck it.
So Pamela, if this is spoiling anything for you, I apologize, but damn it, you should have watched WrestleMania by now. It's Tuesday.
True.
Actually, it's Wednesday where she's at. It's Wednesday morning.
Is it?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's 5 hours.
5 hours ahead.
Yeah, I looked it up today. It's 5 hours, so it's
Okay.
3 a.m. You're crazy for watching. Crazy. What else? What's next there, Jay Lucky? So we got 1-1-0.
Orton versus Styles.
Fuck
We
all
all
you.
picked Styles.
We did all pick Styles, and he won.
Mm-hmm.
That was a pretty easy pick.
And he's dead.
What do you mean?
He's out. Didn't you see? Like he canceled his appearance the next day at Access.
What?
And Kofi Kingston stepped in, and you either could beat Kofi or get a refund. And then
What?
I don't think he was there tonight. He's injured. They said from the match.
What?
I guess they say he's nursing a hip injury. I thought it was kind of weak to pull out of the Access appearance. Even
Yeah, Access.
unless you're like very, very injured. Like what the fuck? You're there just to stand there and meet fans.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he must be pretty injured, or he's just soft.
Could be soft. We got to see him Friday night at NXT. Try to play that video game.
Oh my god, that was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Not that like he it was basically like giving like a 6-year-old a video game controller.
Yeah, he
how
had no
bad he
clue.
got his ass beat.
destroyed in that 2K $19 million challenge
It's like
thing.
giving me a video game.
It would be
controller.
like he.
I've never played
although
the
he
damn game,
probably
but
didn't
I'm
freak
telling
out.
you, it wouldn't be as bad.
Yeah. Wow, that wind is
Powerful
crazy. It's
wind.
like blowing the door open. Holy moly.
Blow the doors down.
Yeah. So, all right, on to the next match.
Samoa Joe versus Mysterio.
That was easy.
Joe.
We all
Squash.
picked Joe.
And it was a squash because Mysterio's injury and because Joe's amazing.
Plus,
He
you
can
got
squash
to have
anybody.
some of those on the card for
Yeah.
time, circumstances.
Yeah, not every match has to be. But, it had Samoa Joe, and that in itself made it awesome. Okay, go
I was
ahead.
a little disappointed you didn't really chant much.
What did you want me to do?
Normally you chant when he comes out. You didn't chant.
Well, I knew he was going to
Probably tired of a 37-hour.
Yeah, it was a long ass
affair.
wrestling, you know what I mean?
Kurt Angle versus Corbin. We all picked Corbin.
Yeah, this is bullshit. I think I picked this
Uh-oh.
one first, and you guys just jumped along.
No,
for the
no, I
ride.
was gonna pick Corbin.
Yeah, sure
the
you
whole
were.
Oh,
yeah.
bullshit.
I think
Get
you
outta
went for a
here.
few blocks.
No,
Yeah.
I was all
Yeah.
Corbin.
Mhm.
If I was going for block, I would have gone with Rico and Chet.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't have. You really thought the Usos were going to win that until you were
until
like,
Sunday,
"Oh,
and then I started
no!"
freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Corbin. Yep.
yeah. Corbin won, and it was
Got to see
lot of
Angle
people-
went out with a somersault.
a lot of people hated that Corbin
I
won.
thought it was
they
good.
thought that Angle should have won his last match. I'm
And
like,
then-
that's usually not how it goes.
And then he
Usually
put over Lars as well on the way
yeah,
out.
I mean, Angle did the job. It's what you're supposed to do
Yeah.
when you're retiring, when you're going out the door. And it's crazy. Crazy that people get upset about that. And it makes Corbin even a bigger asshole or a bigger
Right.
star. You know what I mean? Everything worked out perfectly there.
Kids were upset.
Well, yeah, they're kids.
And F them. They don't even really remember Kurt Angle.
No.
Yeah.
They were
exactly.
upset.
They
were
they
upset
just
that
know "You
they-
Suck" guy song.
They
Well,
were
and
upset that his last match. he
They know
lost.
him as the general manager. It's kind of fun. They really do because Christopher's
do,
like,
yeah.
he goes, "Does this mean he gets to go back to general manager?" I'm like, I don't think that's the
Is he the general manager again? Is he a general manager?
yeah. I'm like, he's a broke. Ugh.
Broken down old man.
I was gonna say won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. But it came out as burr. All right, Jay Lucky, who's up next?
Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese.
And this match,
Sam and I picked Murphy.
This shouldn't even been fucking included.
oh, it's
Not
included,
pick
baby. It's a
Tony's.
championship.
It-
It's
it-
a championship.
It's 2:05 fucking live.
It's
I've never watched
wow,
a single
how
second
dare
of
you.
the show.
You think I have? I mean, I've probably watched more than a second, but I
Yes.
haven't watched. I didn't watch any of the tournament. I didn't know Tony Nese was from New York when I picked this.
I
either.
didn't know that we were going to just do a mania of all title changes.
Yeah, really. Everybody except for Joe, I think.
A new record, 7 title
Oh,
changes.
I guess not Usos. Oh, I know what I was thinking. It was all face title wins except for Joe. Everybody that won a title was a face except for
Well,
Joe
Joe retained, yeah.
because he's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So Tony Nese won at the beginning of the pre-show, and you even texted me, and you're like, "It's a big Nese win," or
Yeah.
something like that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it was.
I'm like, I don't think anyone's ever said that.
Yeah, it was a bullshit match.
All right, what's next, Jay Lucky?
Lashley versus Demon.
That
This
was
was-
yeah, it's
Yeah,
stupid.
we
everybody
all
knew the
picked
Demon.
It's such a
Demon.
garbage match. They gotta let the Demon just go away. I'm tired of the Demon because when he comes out, it's an automatic win. You know?
At some point the demon will lose.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, he'll never lose.
They'll just ban the Demon before they do that. Like they'll be like, "You're not allowed."
Why don't he just be the demon permanently?
Well, you could do that. That's what I'm. You said this before. Why wasn't he him against Lesnar?
Right.
If that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Because,
Sorry.
well, because, at that time, Lesnar had to win everything.
Yeah, not anymore apparently.
Thank goodness. Anyway, next one was the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. We
And
all picked
brother.
Braun.
And we got all that because it was easy to go. And that wasn't even.
That was the most likely guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Camelot says she's a single mom working full time. No time for Mania unless I ignore my daughter. I've been looking forward to finally hearing the results. You know what, Pamela? If you were here in America, ignoring your daughter is America, baby. We ignore our children over here.
yeah, I was wondering what you were getting at. I'm like, what's this? What's he saying? I thought you were gonna say if you were over here.
We break apart families. I don't know if you read it in the news, but we separate families at the border. All right? So if you want your free time, you come over here with your daughter.
Why are
and
you
won't
talking
have-
with that accent?
Because that's America.
Oh, that's the America
Oh,
accent.
America.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh,
why is
okay.
he all of a sudden
I know. I didn't understand what was happening
from
there.
Texas?
Exactly. Because that's where the border is.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Anyways, so she's all right. What was that match? Oh, Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
The
Next.
women's battle royal. None of us.
None of
picked
us
right.
got Carmella.
Yeah, when we all kind of were in the same, because online, everybody was saying Lacey Evans. After our women
Oh,
picks,
okay.
I looked, everybody was saying Lacey Evans.
That
And then
made sense.
we all picked somebody that kind of needed the win,
Yeah.
and they went with another person that needed the win.
Yeah,
and they went
Carmella
with
actually.
Carmella.
Did. When I saw it was what's her name, the one for the Riot Squad was left in there, I got really mad. I was like, "What? Sarah Logan does not need this win."
Right.
Pissed me off, and then Carmella saved the day. So
We all were like, what the
what
hell?
made no sense.
But those matches are kind of just like, man, they don't mean shit anyway. 'cause,
Yeah.
Like the Andre the Giant Memorial. Baron Corbin, now when he comes out, they announce the million things like that he's done before.
Yeah.
They don't even announce that he was the Andre the Giant Memorial
because they
Battle
know
Royal
it
brother.
makes no sense or it's worthless. All right, what else you got there, Jay Lucky? So none of us got that one right.
Women's tag team.
Oh yeah,
None of us got it.
none of us got the Iconics. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And that was, I had heard the rumor that they could have went that direction. I think you did too.
Yeah.
But we didn't think they'd actually do
I
it.
didn't think they would because they're the least talented of those four teams. But
Did you see this whole thing going on with Sasha now?
yeah, something about she had to be pulled out of. Some,
Well, she pulled herself. She was supposed to be on Wendy Williams, and she pulled out like the last second. And apparently they weren't too happy. She did not show up to Raw
wow.
because you saw it was Bailey was
It
there.
was
and
just
Sasha
Bailey,
didn't
yeah,
come
I
out
don't
like
know.
normally she would have come out obviously, and
Supported her.
yeah,
Right.
and then she had a very cryptic tweet online about like it almost seemed like she wasn't happy, like she wasn't happy anymore wrestling kind of, and
Huh.
then and there's also too, now it could just be all storyline because there's also something on there where like Alexa Bliss blocked her on Twitter or something.
Oh.
And then there was a random report I saw today that something backstage happened or something, and it's upset Sasha Banks. So
Right.
who knows what's true and what isn't? But
Every time you say Alexa Bliss, Alexa's got to talk.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was
Stupid,
wondering
you
why
fucking-
Alexa was talking.
you like having machines in your house that listen to every word you say?
Hey, have you seen the robots at Giant?
I know of them. I didn't see them.
Oh man, it's fucking freaky. I don't know why they got to put googly eyes on it. Like you don't have to put eyes on it.
Your
It just makes
shit's all getting reported to the government. I don't know if I feel comfortable anymore.
What? The government is in charge of it. They got everything on everybody.
No, not you have a government listening machine here.
So what?
So do you, your phone.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
I could talk about something the next day. It's on Facebook.
Yeah,
That night,
yeah,
it's on Facebook.
yeah.
An hour
That's not how that
later,
works.
It's on Facebook.
Yeah,
how that
that's how it
works.
works, man. I'm
I'm
telling
It's
you.
not.
you,
It's
it happens all the time.
It's not. It's search history.
No, I
And-
did not look up anything, and then I just talk. Like, I was talking to somebody about a blanket the one day. All of a sudden, they say the exact. No, it's that night. The exact.
Because all my
blanket.
stuff that shows up on Facebook is all stuff that I bought, like off Nike or stuff, random weird stuff I've looked up. Trust me, it shows up on there. It's not like I can sit here and be like, hot chicks, and hot chicks are going to show up on Facebook.
The one day we were talking about armpit fat. We were at a restaurant talking about armpit fat with girls. All of a sudden, the next day, I got this thing that about how to reduce armpit fat. Like it was like a certain bra or certain something you could do to.
She just doesn't want you to see her searches for how
Probably.
to reduce my
It's-
armpit fat.
she
Because
probably-
she's so fat.
Yeah, she's huge.
No,
We'll
but we
talk about that in a
also-
little bit.
We will
also
once we get to the
talked
results.
about, like,
Yeah.
We were talking at work about this blanket that's shaped like a burrito.
Oh.
It's like a burrito blanket.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, and all of a sudden that night it appeared on my Facebook feed.
I saw it on Facebook too.
Yeah, but I just.
That's because
talked
she was talking
dude.
about it.
Oh, so should have I figured you were talking about it?
I'm telling you, whatever you talk about, as long as
So
your
what's
phone
going to
is
show up
nearby.
tonight then because of what
Yeah.
we're talking about?
Yeah, since your phone is the almighty.
Donut pillows.
Oh,
Donut pillows.
You know what
Oh,
also works
look,
with,
did you just look at your phone and say donut
My
pillow?
phone's vibrating. but-
you know what
donut.
also works with
Oh.
emails too, by the way? Like anything that you've searched
Oh,
recently
yeah,
or
it
whatever.
drives me nuts,
It
yeah.
all shows you ads in your
Yep.
email.
What's GG? Is that something
used-
am I supposed to know that?
I don't know. Good game.
Oh, good game, good game. All right. Somebody in the chat said GG. I just
That's
assumed
all I
that's
know it as.
And,
so.
and because it's so far away and I'm an old man, I can't read who it
Yeah,
is.
you're
So
squinting.
Brian versus Kofi.
sorry. I picked Kofi Kingston.
So did I. And Sam picked.
Yeah, I picked Daniel Bryan.
Oh, that's a rough call.
Yeah.
Although we all three of us, oh no, you and I both, I think we went with they can't give the win to all three faces.
That wasn't my theory. My theory was
okay.
just like I went with my conviction of a great story would be for me. But I get now the whole Kofi thing, and it was great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from Kofi.
Yeah.
I just would have loved to see the evolution of, Big E get this monster heel push. But I get why they did it. It was a big historical moment.
Yeah, it was
It
awesome.
was big for them. A lot of people I've watched online, like former wrestlers. Did you see the video of MVP and Shad Gaspard of Crime Time watching it? Shad Gaspard was in tears watching because
Really?
that meant that much to them that, a black man could be even though it's weird because I feel like they're forgetting like,
Well, Mark Henry.
right. But, and was he the linear champ?
Well,
or-
no, but he's still the world heavyweight
but I guess it
champion.
was
I
at
mean,
WrestleMania. I don't know. And then
Yeah,
they're
no, I
saying
mean,
it's
and I
because he
get
was
it.
born in Africa.
Yeah, and I don't
I
mean to.
guess. Yeah, I'm not
minimize
trying
it,
to get into
but
it
it's
either.
like they're not talking about the actual.
And I know
black men that
Robin
have won it
Simmons was
before.
WCW
But
when he won it
Yeah, and that was
Um,
like
forever ago,
mhm.
and people don't count The Rock. And so, I mean, but yeah, it was a great match, great storytelling.
Match of the night. Honestly, I think the emotion during the match like made it.
Well, plus it was early enough where people weren't dead.
They were still into
and
it.
we'll
yeah.
talk about that when we go to the results of some of the
Yeah.
later matches.
Yep. All right, Jay Lucky. What was after the Daniel Bryan on our picks?
Sorry, my thing told me I have an error.
Oh, your phone tells you that too? It was listening?
I hate you.
Pamela agrees with you that Facebook is listening.
Of course, she agrees with her. I thought she was going to
That's
agree
the
with her.
truth, it
That
is.
I thought she was going to agree with her on the armpit fat.
Roman
Thing.
versus Drew.
Too easy.
I'm an idiot.
Sam and I.
I could have
picked
dominated
Roman.
this fucking thing if I
John picked Drew.
hadn't gone with my
McIntyre.
man love of Drew McIntyre.
You do
I-
have some man love.
And the thing that pisses me off is it was not a squash, but it was a really easy win for Roman. It wasn't really that much, and
He's coming back from cancer.
that frustrates the fuck out of. Who cares?
He was unstoppable before cancer. Now that he's beaten cancer, you don't think he's going to be? You
But
know?
that's the perfect chance for him to win. I mean, fuck it. Go on next.
Poor Drew.
Poor Drew. Poor me.
Shane versus Miz. We all picked Miz.
Wow.
Yeah.
None of us. Well, I guess
and
we
it was a
figured
schmoz bullshit ending where
it was. Yeah, Miz dominated the match and just went all over the place, and
that was a fun match.
it was fun.
Yeah.
That was entertaining. That really was entertaining to watch.
I have a feeling that spot where he landed on the golf cart and then fell to the ground. I don't think he was supposed to fall to the ground
You're supposed to stay on the top
because
of the
that
golf
was a
cart.
long fall from the top of the golf cart to the hard floor. It wasn't like he landed on padding.
I just don't know why like they had to like I get it's a cheap win, so it's easy to get around, but like what was the point? Like for some reason for booking purposes they wanted
Well,
Shane to win,
maybe
but they
they're
wanted to
just-
keep Miz
I
not.
guess they want to keep it going because I mean, if Miz wins, the storyline's over.
So is that what tonight they kept it going?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
because he's kept talking about his baked potato face.
So
you know
they're
what I mean?
gonna keep it going.
I
And,
think they're gonna
so
keep
it's
it
gonna be a
going.
handicap match.
Yeah, I guess.
That was hilarious with it. I mean, it was stupid, but it was also hilarious. Like his dad in the ring, like squared up,
Yeah,
like
and it's
awfully.
funny. Like they're making it like every 60-something-year-old man is just like feeble and pitiful.
I mean, 67
Yeah,
year
it
old
made
man.
his dad look like nothing but a joke,
yeah, exactly. Like, come on,
which I get what they're trying to do, but it's
60-something isn't like dead.
No, but I mean, you're in there with like a wrestler. Shane's a wrestler at
He's
that point.
actually he's the best in the world. So
Yeah, exactly.
they were chanting CM Punk at him tonight because he keeps saying he's the best in the world.
Okay.
And then he just went, "Oh, please," and that kind of shut him up. Actually, it's kind of weird. Like sometimes if you acknowledge the chants, it gets louder.
Right.
Sometimes it goes the opposite.
And in the back of my mind, though, I sometimes wonder if WWE though did do this whole thing just as another
it's
jab at
possible.
him.
Yeah, very possible. So we could have if we would have picked that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough one to pick, though.
It was because you figured that the storyline was ending.
Right.
What else?
Triple H versus Batista.
You know, you're gonna hate me
We all picked.
I enjoyed it. because of what it was. Like I wasn't expecting flips, and I wasn't expecting.
I
Like,
was thinking it flips. But
I enjoyed watching him trip into the ring. against
that
Triple H.
was the best.
That really was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
fuck Triple H.
I didn't laugh as
here we
hard
go.
as Titus.
Yeah, oh, definitely not.
The year before.
But yeah,
But I still.
if
laughed
you guys haven't
pretty
gotten to
hard.
see it, watch that Triple H Batista match. When Batista first gets in the ring, he just freaking. You can see the ring rust right away. All right, go ahead.
Why? Why does Triple H always have to have the longest, most drawn out match on the fucking card? Like, why did two fucking guys well past their prime have to go 6 minutes or something on a card that was already too fucking long? Or if you wanted to go that long, you could have gave more time to something else. That could have been 10 to 12 hard hitting minutes. They probably didn't have the gas tank.
Because he's an attention whore who's screwing the boss's daughter.
There you go.
All right.
You want to know why? There you go.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that's definitely what it is. I mean, there's no other way around it. I mean, for the majority of that match, though, I was entertained because he was picking apart Batista, ripping the nose ring out, which was phony, whatever. You know, the finger manipulation, taking it back to Pete Dunne for Friday night.
This time with the needle nose pliers.
Yeah. You know, and the screwy finish with Ric Flair coming out. You got to see Flair. You missed Hogan, but you saw Flair. For what it was, it was pretty much what I
And
expected.
then
it to
Batista
be.
retared the next day.
Yeah, he did. Probably because he saw himself trip and fall in the ring.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, that's it.
How
for
about
me."
those Batista tattoos? Keeps adding more and more.
Yeah,
every
I
time
know.
I
It's
see
just,
him.
you can't even.
Yep.
Couldn't see him at
Can't
all.
talk.
Nah, I just don't know what to say about it. Like, so we all picked Triple H and got that one correct
Yep,
because we
easy
knew
enough.
he's the attention whore that's screwing the boss's daughter. Next up, Jay Lucky.
Lesnar versus Rollins.
Screwing the boss. I'll get you places.
Yeah.
Sam
sometimes.
Sam and I both picked Seth. You picked Brock.
Yeah,
John
this
picked
was the
Brock.
one that when I went with the all three faces can't win. Underdogs, can't win. I went with this. So
Yeah, and Bork just disappeared now. He's probably
Yeah.
getting ready for a UFC
this is
fight.
probably it. I mean,
Thank goodness he's gone.
Brock. I mean, maybe Brock will come back later, but he's 40 now. He doesn't need to come back to wrestling.
But he
you know?
likes the monies.
Yeah, the monies might bring him back, but I think we're past the Brock Lesnar era. Do you feel like?
I mean,
you
I
get
don't
that
even think
feeling?
there
Yes.
ever was really a Brock Lesnar
No,
era.
I agree.
I think the Brock era was before this, but I don't know if this was the era. You can't really have an era when you're barely there.
No, I think it was. I think it was that he held this there was this cloud over Raw that he was the champion and the championship. Like I feel like that era is over, where now the championship is attainable.
Gotcha.
Do you know what I mean? So it just got. I got
Rumors
that
are
feeling.
he'll be fighting for UFC in August against DC Daniel Cormier. So
Oh, we can
he's not going to win that. So I think, but he'll probably make big money.
illegally stream that maybe and watch it.
Possibly, or maybe go to a bar.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Bars. we're a member of your bar now.
Yeah.
How do you like
Not
that?
officially. We can
Oh,
still get voted out.
Yeah, trust me, nobody gets voted out.
Do we
if I
have
did.
to go? Do we have to like go there? Like, should we start going there?
No, but they have 2 board meetings
Yeah.
where people can put an X next to our name. We get 1 X, we are out.
Nobody's Xing your name. They don't do that.
I'm just saying.
By the way, can I tell me? I'm glad actually you got somebody to go, but I had 2 groups of friends go sign up, and neither came to me first to ask to be signed up at the Quaiding Club. It kind of hurt me a little bit. I told both of them they're actually you guys, and my other friend. I was like, "You're
I
dead to
thought
me."
that I went to him first
Yeah,
and
I
said if
you're
he
dead to
couldn't,
me.
then
It was like a backhanded because I brought it up to you. I
well,
sent
you brought it
the
up to me because
message.
I didn't know about it.
Oh, okay.
Nobody else told us. I mean, you brought it up
Well,
to
I thought
me.
you were saying like you didn't want to have to. Well, you were talking
I
about,
ended
I
up
don't know
being
what's-
thankful because
You-
we fucking got home so late
Well,
Friday
he was
night.
saying he didn't want you to have to get up because he was like, he's like if they, because we had Jeff and Jody do it. They said
Right.
he said if
And they're
they
up
could-
early anyways. I don't know. I just felt like
So-
if it weren't for you, we probably wouldn't have signed
Yeah.
up because nobody else knew
Nobody
that it was
knew.
even
And
happening.
there was nothing last year. They posted it.
It wasn't even on
They didn't
Facebook.
post it on Facebook
So-
this
They
year.
didn't want you guys signing up.
So yeah. So thank you for that. Now we can go
Fuck
to your
off.
bar and
Yeah.
get $4.50 beers.
You
That's
have
the
no
best part.
where you live right here. There's no reason not to drink continuously.
I know. Yeah, we could just walk home. It's
Yeah.
great. We should go there right now.
Yeah, you can get beer there for basically like as cheap as you could, like like buying in bulk. You
Oh, I know.
It's only a little bit more.
That's what we should do. Now that you're done at the tax office, we should go there on Tuesday night and have a drink and then walk over here and
or
do a
just
podcast.
do the podcast live
from the
Quaiding
bar.
Club.
That'd
Oh
be
my
great.
gosh.
Oh my gosh. All right, Jay
They're
Lucky.
really gonna kick us out.
Yeah, they will.
Becky versus Charlotte versus Ronda.
Easy
We
peasy.
all picked Becky, but we all picked who Becky was going to.
Right. The winner
pin,
of this
or
was
who she was going to pin or whatever.
and you two picked her to beat Ronda,
Ronda,
and
and you
I picked her to
picked
beat Charlotte. She actually beat Ronda.
Very interesting. Who knows what actually, was that the plan? Was it not? There was a lot of rumors going around because that finish was quite screwy.
Yeah, it was really weird.
It was, one of those sudden finishes that I talked about. I think I might have said it at NXT. I was like, there needs to be more of those.
Yeah.
But come on, this buildup of this storyline and Becky
have it,
and to have it on that type of sudden finish.
I said the exact same thing. I'm like, you can't spend months and months, almost. Not.
I
quite
wanted
year,
a
but-
definitive Becky type win and
Yeah.
celebration. Like they were saying, they robbed the fans of even like the 1, 2, 3 explosion if they're
Yeah.
gonna do a pinfall.
Because when you see a backslide type pin in the main event, you don't think
Right.
it's going to be you want the boom or you want the drama of a near tap out
Right.
and then a tap out.
Right. And then 2,
I don't think it was planned that way. I
Do
think
you think
somebody
it-
got hurt.
no, nobody got hurt.
You
Always somebody got hurt. I had to stop the match.
Is it that crazy to think?
Well,
they were
yeah, she
fucked
broke
up.
her hand, but they weren't
Yeah,
gonna stop.
I would
that.
say Ronda broke her hand in that match.
She's tough. She's a UFC fighter. She could fight through that. So you think no? The problem with the backslide on top, it wasn't just the backslide. The fact that her shoulders
Her
weren't
shoulder
even
was
down.
up. I posted a picture on Twitter. I stopped it at the exact moment. Her shoulder
Right,
was
right
touching
away
one.
live. That's why I didn't think it could be up. I was
Yep.
like, why is he even still
I know,
counting?
makes no
It
sense.
makes no sense. I don't know. Well, it's one of those things we'll probably never really know.
Nah,
Maybe
probably not.
10 years down the line
Unless-
or something.
The only thing I was thinking is maybe Ronda, when she does come back, she'll use that as like I get my rematch.
yeah, and that's why they could have done it. That's what I'm saying. We just won't know whether it was intentional. I don't know.
yeah.
I didn't want it to. I wanted something like I said definitive for a main event at Mania, and especially this storyline of Becky becoming the man.
Yep.
But whatever, we got the Becky win.
Yep.
Jay Lucky and I had both said it over Ronda, and that's what happened. People were saying online, "Oh, it was originally booked to be a tap out of Charlotte,"
Uh-huh.
and that's what you picked. So
Yeah. Traditionally, that's what would happen. You put the third competitor in there so that the big guy, Ronda Rousey, doesn't have to take the actual pin.
right.
So, Jay Lucky, what's the final tally? As you can see on your screen, you see we have pictures of the punishment was going to be a wrestling singlet. Obviously, we're not wearing it
also
today.
lost on because I picked Revival at the last
Oh, yeah.
added match.
that's
Forgot
right.
that, yeah.
That's
Just
right.
saying.
That
That-
match.
that
Just
came late, yeah.
saying.
Yeah, I was all about. He probably copied off me because
No,
for the
shit's
So, he asked me. He didn't tell me who he picked. He was like, "Hey, you need a pick for this," and I was like, "Hey, it's definitely going to be Ryder
No, once I
in his
saw-
hometown. They're going to give him
Yes,
a moment."
once I saw that it was Ryder and what's his name, Hawkins, it was definitely going to be in New York.
We know how much you hate Zack Ryder. I'm just surprised you picked him. Anyway, what
I
were the
picked
final
Revival,
results?
So,
Yeah.
there you
So
go.
you lost. So what?
Should have told
So
her.
the final
I know, right?
tally was I had 11.
11 victories out of 16. That's actually not bad.
John had 10. And Sam had 10.
No.
It was a tie.
And we had a bullshit tiebreaker that I had talked about that we had given our picks before we made it the tiebreaker.
Wait, what was
So some controversy in our main event as well.
What are you talking about?
We picked our attendance before we ever decided it would be the tiebreaker. We picked our attendance for DraftKings.
So what was going to
picks.
be our...
Well, no, you had proposed time. Remember the time finish?
Oh, yeah.
And we
okay.
went with attendance, which we had already
That's right.
said. If I had known, I would have maybe made a little more strategic and done some
Yeah, I
research.
actually probably would have too. But
yeah, because our numbers sucked.
our numbers were way low.
Partway through, I looked it up. I was like, well, I got no chance in a tiebreaker because I didn't know that
Yeah, I would have picked...
it was 81,000. The last time they were there, they announced it. So what Vince was going to do, no matter what, was announce
Beat
a number
that,
higher than that.
right.
We both had awful guesses, but I got prices righted by you.
Yeah, you did. Closest to...
I
without-
couldn't possibly win because you were like 300 higher than me.
Yeah, I think she figured it out. It was really fucking close. So we both got 10
So
wins.
the actual count was 82,265.
Not actual, but WWE announced attendance.
And then
which is probably
Sam
inflated.
picked 76,451. And John picked
remember we had the same, yeah.
76,875.
Oh my god, we were so close.
What awful picks.
Yeah, I would never pick that low
So-
if I knew that
so
meant something.
John was 5,390 away, and oh wait, no, I didn't get to even do Sam's because it just
She just knew it was further away. I
Mm,
guess
yeah,
she
good
did.
math.
No, I did it on the I checked it and I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. I started writing it down, then I stopped.
That would have been an awful showcase showdown. We were so far away.
So basically,
You escape on a
I
technicality,
escape on a technicality without having to wear the singlet.
which is good for both of you because both of you I had to hear bitching about
Yeah, we were.
so much anxiety over a singlet.
Yeah, we
You
were,
know, I'd hear this one over here.
Yeah, she
I'll
was.
tell you what.
Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen of the viewing audience,
Look at this.
you were very close to having a very freaked out Jay Lucky. You already had a freaked. I had to deal with a freaked out Jay Lucky. She did not want to wear.
No,
Do you
here's
see
the
on your
thing.
screen
I
there?
did not want to wear that.
That's
You
I
didn't want to be
singlet.
judged by all
wait,
of our
wait,
fans.
Wait. Up until WrestleMania was on, you guys wanted me to wear the same singlet as you.
Yes, and
Right,
I
but-
said to try it on and see where things
so
went.
I said, all I did was send a text. Can I wear a lady singlet? Which I didn't think was that awful of a request
Right.
or off the wall.
That
I
was
mean,
fine, and it was still, but I'm so terrible. Like, no, come on.
No,
now.
but then you started well, no, everyone's gonna want to see you in that versus us. Blah 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 blah.
Well,
But
are we wrong?
These were punishments. Remember this? This was supposed to be a punishment. That's why I said it should have probably just been me and John in the first place. Because let's look at this picture of the two people in
I know.
singlets.
I know.
So there's a man there that's in shape in a singlet.
Nowhere near.
He's not embarrassed.
Yeah.
This is a
there's
glob
also
of
a
shit.
woman there in shape in a singlet, not embarrassed.
Eat a bag of shit. Seriously, you could pass for that woman.
I cannot
We
pass
can't
for
pass
that
for that
woman.
guy.
No.
Your singlet, first of all, covers absolutely everything.
Everything.
So if you do have a slight bump somewhere or whatever, it's not going to be seen. You could be her. We can't be him.
Yours covers bumps.
What? No,
Oh, my
first of
God.
all,
Yeah.
oh my God. Are you fucking, the thing, you know what?
Just go.
Just
keep
hearing
going.
her-
I'm gonna shut these windows.
her
It's getting a little
bullshit
chilly.
about how, but women are judged more. Yeah, but guess what? Our podcast has or our Twitch feed doesn't have a ton of people on it. And B, we're fat as shit. I'm fat as shit. I'm 240 fucking pounds. And you know what? This is going to cost me. I have to shave my fucking arms to get in it. So I'm not super, I should be the one having
She has
anxiety
your
here.
arms. Your arms are out now.
No, my,
He
know
means
about,
like-
he knows about upper
Yeah,
arms.
it's like up
He
in this-
sh-
the
yeah,
north,
yeah.
the
Yeah.
north region,
Yeah.
northern arm.
Like Vegas arms when he's going to Vegas.
Yeah, when I
He
go to
shave the
Vegas,
upper
then you start
arms.
shaving
So
everything.
now I'm gonna have to shave things, But whatever, that's fine.
So,
I'll get in the singlet. I'm by far whatever. I will do it. I don't
And
care
trust
what
me,
color you pick because it
I
doesn't
would have.
matter.
I would have done it too.
I know you would have done
I
it.
absolutely would have done it. I would have been terrified
would've
all
done
day.
it
I
and
would have
been
called off
terrified
work.
too, but I would have done it.
I would have called off work for like 2 or 3 days just to like mentally prepare myself.
I just wanted a ladies one. That came up a little higher.
Yeah, but even once she still was saying about how her gut was gonna be
Yeah, yeah.
poking
but
out.
I would have done it.
You know when she leans over, do you know she has rolls when she bends over?
Oh my God! What? How?
You know,
what?
like your stomach when she bends, it doesn't actually go inside and touch the other her back.
Yeah. She doesn't. I don't know what she expects. Like,
Yeah, I have no
41
idea.
with 2 kids. Like,
I'm
what
not
is,
even using the qualifiers of 41.
Yeah,
with
I
2
know.
kids.
No, you're right. You're right.
I'm saying she looks good for it.
You're right. She
for whatever.
shape wise, she could pass
I
as
will
that
not,
woman.
Pamela, you are a lying English woman saying I will look great, honestly. And then okay, as long as that laughter was like the shock.
Oh,
I'm not
she
gonna
has
look great.
is that laughter.
I'm
emojis.
gonna look like shit. It's fine. It's supposed to be embarrassing.
It's supposed to be a punishment, and
it's a punishment when you look like I do.
I agree with you. Had I known that attendance figure was going to make or break, I would have picked
We would have done
higher than.
research.
The
Yeah, I would have
crazy
done.
part is, so I'm the one who suggested that in our thing last
Yeah.
week because we already had numbers, and I was like, well, why don't we use them? And you're both like, well, they're always inflated. Da, da, da. And then Sam mentioned about it being the numbers being so close and how
Right.
he would have picked a different. But then you guys still agreed to
We
it.
agreed to
could've
it. No,
picked
we
could've
agreed
changed
to
a
it,
time.
and that's why we.
Yeah, but we could've
I
done
never
that.
officially agreed to it.
Wait, we'll have to go back to the
Roll the
replay, but
footage.
yeah.
I would have rather done the time thing because then we would have been looking at the clock.
Yeah.
And it literally would have come down to what time did the logo come up on the air
It
to
would have
sign
been,
off.
yeah,
That'd
and
have been nuts.
I think it literally was. Multiple things.
And
I
I
saw
know we
was
both would have guessed
12:24.
12 something, so it would have come down
It,
to
would have been
the-
very close again. Either way,
But singlet time for me. What color am I getting? It's Jay Lucky's choice.
yeah, it's your choice.
Why is it
It's
my choice?
because
you
we
won.
said who got the most right.
Oh, what were the color options?
The colors for that $15 one were blue, green, black, and red. So you think about it. I'm not going to put you on the spot to make a decision right, now 'cause we'll have dead air.
Whenever we
see,
get it, if
Sam
it's
looks
next
good in
week.
red. Dark hair.
Oh, what's the point of Sam's not gonna look good in this singlet no matter what. You could pick whatever color. I'll wear a Dusty Rhodes polka dot one. It doesn't matter. It's gonna look like shit.
Take the compliment. She said you look good in
Fuck
red.
off. Just buy me
It
whatever
does look
fucking.
good in red.
I'll put on the goddamn singlet.
I don't picture
I'm
green.
not coming here with the singlet on. I'm changing into it in here.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? Oh, okay. You think I'm driving? What? I get pulled over by a cop. I'm a 30-some-year-old man in a wrestling singlet. I might end up in jail. Where are you going with that, sir? I don't see any children in the car that you're teaching wrestling. Oh, I'm going over to my friend's house for our wrestling podcast.
So, question: do you want the headgear?
No, I don't want the
Okay.
headgear. All right, I don't need to be a Steiner brother.
Do you want entrance music?
No, I'm just gonna.
Do you
want
wanna,
to
like,
a
just-
globular,
Because
hairy beast?
because I was picturing perhaps you
There's
walk.
no entrance.
There's
Fuck
no
you,
entrance.
All
All right. I
Yeah.
didn't know if you wanted to make it a
Can we get
spectacle.
him the feather boa?
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'll-
Do you want some? Yeah. We agreed to a pillow.
No, I didn't
You
agree
can have a
nothing.
pillow.
I'm doing. No, I'm not doing a pillow. I'm doing just like I
And
would
make sure
here.
you man spread too. So
This
you
is
just-
gonna be the same way or like this, whatever how I sit, and you know.
Will you
in
be
all my
offended if I
glory.
sit over there next week?
Yeah, I don't care where you sit.
All right. Well, you're a good sport. I would have actually let you back out if you wanted
I'm
to.
not backing out of it.
I know. I knew you wouldn't, but I be honest with you. I'll let you if you really.
I'm
really...
not backing out.
All right. All right. You seriously, you shouldn't shave for this situation because
what do you mean I
the
should? I'm
camera. Look
shaving.
how
I
far
don't
away the
care.
camera is.
Hey, it's coming to be nice weather out anyway. You know.
All right. All right. I'm just saying you
I'm
don't
not.
have to.
No, it'll be. I'm not shaving my chest. Fuck no.
No.
I'll never
but,
do that.
But I'm saying you don't even have to do the northern arm
Do you
situation.
See where this freaking thing comes to? This is gonna be like, oh my god.
Maybe it'll be up higher. Get a bigger
Maybe
size.
you should pull the straps
There
down.
ain't
like,
no
tape
bigger
it.
sizes for folks like me. All right?
Yeah, we'll have to look at the size chart. We won't discuss your
The-
actual size.
the
on
the
Well,
largest-
size chart runs because even the women's. I guess because it's
The
tiny.
largest size you can be in wrestle is 285. So they're not making it much larger than me.
So you're okay. I'm definitely gonna make sure not to order it way too small because that would just be awful.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
well,
Like,
it's a singlet though. It's gonna be.
it's gonna be
It
tight.
runs
Yeah.
tight
but I'm
anyway.
saying
That's
if
what
I don't want to
they
get
say.
like
Oh.
we're not concerned with it
Just
fitting correctly.
yeah,
we just
just-
want it to like
Yeah,
you
just
get
tell
in
me
it.
what the like size chart says on that. I'm probably if they. I don't know if it's based on weight there,
Right.
height, or like chest.
Right.
Let me
Yeah.
know.
We'll see. I don't know. It said
This is
just
the
said
first time in my life in a singlet. I never did.
I never did
wrestling
it either.
growing
Yeah.
up or anything. I thought it
Did
was
you ever wear a
stupid.
singlet?
No.
Okay. I didn't know if maybe like in your past life did some kinky shit with wrestlers or something.
Where they made you put a singlet on
Yeah, I don't know.
and then cut a hole. I don't know.
Wait, hold on a second.
What
now.
else? You said it was kinky.
Yeah, true. All right, so there you go. There's the results of that. Did we? I don't know if we have time to run through the DraftKings thing, or should we do DraftKings and maybe switch to the bracket next week?
Yeah. 'Cause
We'll do we're already running a little long here. I don't want to end it right away. I'm just saying, why don't we go to the DraftKings thing real quick, just for those of you who don't know,
Yeah, but I don't have the actual questions. I had to like write
do it quickly.
quickly. So
Oh, okay.
Do you
Well,
have the?
I don't know if
I
I
did,
do.
but my phone's dead.
Oh, you know what? I have it on.
Anyways, DraftKings did a thing on WrestleMania. We just kind of
We
wanted
made
to do a
picks, right?
follow
Who
up.
won that?
I don't know. Yeah, I can
Do we
look.
have the results?
I can look real quick. I mean,
No, I didn't know if you did the same thing. Like you wrote down like what we picked and
she wrote down stuff. I don't know what she doesn't have the original questions.
I don't know all the things. Like I don't know how many. Well, maybe you guys know off the top of your head.
Look at
some
that.
of the King's rules. I feel like were a little bit tricky because I went in, I logged in, and I saw the results and the answers,
Right.
and like I thought they were considering Mania the main card, but they weren't. They were considering it like I think the whole thing.
Yeah, I think they were going with the whole thing.
Because the first like the first title defendant, that information was a little bit different than I expected.
So let's see. For one of them, it was the first match. Is it going to be the Intercontinental title?
Yeah, the first title match.
Women's
Right.
tag, WSD tag.
And the answer-
or other. And the answer was other.
Right, and the reason it was other was because what was it? It was either the cruiserweight or the tag match.
It was if
which I would have answered other had I known it wasn't the first match on the main card.
Right.
Which I thought is what they were asking. So fuck you,
The
DraftKings.
next one was how many tables were broken? 0, 1, 2, or 3 plus?
And the answer was 1
Yeah.
because they only counted ringside tables.
Okay, so then
And that was on the,
none of us got that.
That was on the trip spot, correct?
Yeah.
Trips,
The spear. Yeah.
and put
I had to think what you were saying. Trip
Bautista through
spot.
the table.
The
Yep.
next one was will Steph be part of Triple H's entrance, which was no, so we all got that.
Yep.
How many suplexes will Brock give Seth?
It was under 5, I think.
It was.
The answer was 10 plus.
you.
What?
That's what it said on the app.
You guys each picked 10 plus,
Oh, maybe that's what I picked.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
and I picked 3 to 5. And
I'm
I think
pretty sure it was-
when we counted it was 3 to 5, but I
Yeah.
don't know what the actual.
Did you bring it up on your app? I can show you where the results are.
Oh, really?
If you have the app up, yeah, you got to go to promotions.
I went to promotions. It wasn't listed there.
It's not there anymore.
No, it wasn't listed.
Maybe you're fat and stupid.
Well, that's obvious. Hey guys, did you watch WrestleMania? You're watching us now. So what did you think? Anything stand out to
Well,
you?
we can go back to that one too. So the next one was who enters first, Charlotte or Becky?
And
And Sam and I picked Charlotte, and you picked Becky, and it was Charlotte.
Yep. So
I would have. I think I would have been destroyed in this thing. I think that I did really terrible. Yeah, I think it's gone.
Fudge. It was there the other day. I guess they got rid of it now.
Ronda retains the title. We all picked no.
You mean yes, it was. Yeah. Fuck.
Brian versus Kofi, pinfall, submission, DQ, or count out.
I think we all picked pinfall.
We all picked pinfall.
Yeah, some of these questions were really like simple.
It was What that one was? Was it any? Did they have one? Oh yeah, there's over under submissions.
Yeah,
too.
over under submissions.
Yeah, the next one was will Brock retain title? Yes or no? Sam and I picked no. John picked yes.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, I would have been really bad at this. Actually, I was really
Did you
bad at
find
this.
that?
No, it's not there. It's gone.
Because he's an awful draft kinger too, so they probably just
So
took it off.
do we know how many matches were won by submission over or under 2.5?
It was under 2.5.
So we all picked under for that. And then how
'Cause it
many
was Samoa Joe.
How many championships change hands? 0, 1 to 2, 3 to 4, or 5 plus?
It was 5 plus.
None of us got that then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
And then
sucked.
title matches in the order of title matches:
Right.
Universal, Women's, WWE, Intercontinental.
Yeah. So it ended up being Universal, WWE, Intercontinental.
Yeah, none of us
And then
got those
women's.
anyway.
Hold on. If you get a point for each one
Oh, okay, sorry.
in my
Go ahead.
scoring,
All right, Universal, WWE. What was it?
it went Universal, WWE, Intercontinental, Women's. I think I might have had 2 of those right.
All right, so
Can't
we all got
Fucking
women.
click on this. Whatever. I'm tired of this.
Third to last was IC.
I can't fucking get it to work. Whatever.
Anybody have IC third to last?
You said that. You told me second to last. Universal, WWE, Intercontinental, Women's.
Yeah, that's how it went.
Yeah, Intercontinental was. I'm sorry, Intercontinental happened third, second to last.
So
I'm going to sit next to you wearing a
nobody
red
got that.
singlet next week.
Nobody picked Universal first. Nobody picked
Oh, wait, this isn't what I wanted.
WWE second, and nobody picked Intercontinental third. So we all each got a point
That's
for
awful.
women's. And then the announced paid attendance, and obviously we know.
Yeah, we know that Jay Lucky dominated that, probably.
No, I didn't. I went way over.
Oh, that's right. You just
I
won
put
another thing.
88,000.
Yeah. So we were closer.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
had the tiebreaker come to actually you had 88, wasn't it? Like 80. What was he announced?
81
88,
something.
It was 82 to 65.
So we would
John
have been
was-
really close.
John was still closer.
So I'm the best
Because
ever.
I was too far away. I was like, because I think that's what I started trying to do before I had like 6,026.
To see who was closest.
Yeah. So Sam had 1, 2. Wait, we don't know. Do we figure out the
You're not gonna shave your legs for the singlet, right? You're gonna let
1, 2,
let that
3,
fly,
4,
right?
5, 6,
You're just arms.
7.
I've never shaved my legs in my life.
I didn't know, like, if you thought like that it was. It's over.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The only thing I'll shave my upper arms.
Do you have like a definite like I have a stop line?
You know, I'm gonna go to a barber and have a fade. I'm doing a
You
fade.
should fade it in. No. I just can't.
So I would have won that too if we would have been.
Oh,
Course.
I
Jeez.
would have had 9.
Yeah.
But actually,
You know what?
Lost.
We need to do. We need to beat her at one
You
of these
would've
fucking
lost.
pay-per-view
Because
things.
Sam-
Why don't we just
Sam-
beat her?
We should just.
Sam did beat you by 1 on that.
That should have
On
been a
DraftKings?
tiebreaker. DraftKings.
It should have been. You want to make it that?
That would have been
for
no.
the
No,
segment.
no. F off. All right. I'm gonna be here in my singlet with my non-shaved legs.
I'm sorry, man. I'm allowing you to back out. We can
I'm
come up with a
not.
different.
Would you
I'll-
knock it?
all right.
I'm not
All
backing
right.
out of anything.
All right.
And I'm not gonna consume my entire week worrying about.
Well,
how
that's
I
the
look.
problem. That's the only problem with the two of us winning is it would have been really bad.
Dang,
'cause
two vain motherfuckers. What? Hey, anyway, on to our next topic.
Our next. What is our next topic? I don't think we
I
have
found
another.
the picture with the colors.
Oh, there you go.
Because
Yeah.
I was in our chat trying to figure out.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Now,
the black one.
The next thing I had was going to be our bracket thing. But we're going to save that till next week. But there's a preview of our next, our first,
Worst manias.
yeah, our first matchup in the second round, which I think is now where it's going to start to get a little difficult. A little difficult.
Is Mania ever not going to be 7 fucking hours? It's just too much.
No,
for me.
no. This is it. This is the.
It needs to go to 2 nights to be
It,
perfect.
it should be 2 nights. I think they should just do like some like lesser matches on Saturday night. Maybe.
No. I think they should be two evenly stacked nights.
You think so?
Yeah, because listen, those women did not have the crowd they deserved for that main event because everybody's tired.
Oh yeah,
That crowd was
deserved way
dead
better,
for that
yep.
match because everybody's tired. It's midnight.
Yep, they deserve way better. Pamela says, "Well done, champion Jay Lucky."
Thank you. I
And-
tried really hard.
And another thing, I just have to report: Jay Lucky's friends leave for Europe tomorrow. She's really, really bummed. She doesn't get to go over and visit you over in England. So, look, she's got the sad lip on.
It is. I really wish I could. I wish I could have went. I wish when everything was being planned in the beginning, I wish I would have.
Been included.
That's why
Well,
you
no, I
weren't.
was included. I
Oh.
wasn't. I mean, she was
Just didn't
inviting
really take
anybody.
it seriously, I guess.
I just didn't take it seriously because I knew I couldn't get off of work for that long.
Right.
But then, as when it got closer and we were trying to do that last minute stuff, I was like, but
Yeah. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. What else you got, Sam? Anything else you want to add to the cause here tonight? Hey, you're almost done with tax season.
Yes, it's good.
Sam's second job is finally winding down. Yeah.
It's nice to
Happy Sam
responsibilities
is-
are gonna be going. I won't say happy. but,
Happier Sam is coming out.
Actually, next
couple
week will
weeks.
be the first. It'll be wow. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be the day after. So next week is Monday is last day of taxes. That's usually a celebration. It's also dart finals night.
Wow,
So,
so
it
Monday
is gonna be a
night's gonna
drunken. I will be very drunk
You'll be
Monday
a mess.
regardless.
Nice.
And then Tuesday I'll be coming in here and changing into a singlet apparently, if it gets here in time.
It'll get here in time. We got Amazon Prime. And speaking of Amazon Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, you can get on the
See
log
how
into
that was-
Twitch.
That was a beautiful segue. there.
Please, it's so easy. And I don't. Should I beg? Should I sound like I'm begging? What I'm basically saying is, if you have Amazon Prime, all you got to do is link your Amazon to your Twitch. Jay Lucky, you did it today. How easy was it?
after I figured it out, it was very easy.
Very easy. All you do is link the two accounts together.
So yeah, you go into, if you're in Twitch, you can actually just go in as soon as you hit like the Prime, it asks you if you have an Amazon Prime account, and then you
Right.
can just log into right from there. You log into your Amazon Prime, and then once you're there, it says, "Do you want to link these?" You say yes, done.
And then you just go on Wrestling Dorks page and just hit
Yep.
subscribe.
It says, "Who do you want to give it to?" You search, and you can give your free subscription to.
Says, who do you want to?
So who do you want to give it to? That's the big question.
I know who you want to give it to.
Who of the three Wrestling Dorks do you want to give it to? That's the biggest question. Wait till you're in a singlet. That'll be the deciding
Yeah,
factor.
yeah. I'm sure our viewers will skyrocket.
Oh, it will. I'm gonna promote the hell out of
You're
it. I
not
don't know how
promoting
to.
shit.
Okay, I won't. I won't.
There's no tagging me on social
Oh,
media to check
Oh,
out.
I won't tag you if you don't
Yeah.
want me to. I won't. I
I'm
won't.
a professional.
You're something. I mean, you only have be down to one job by that point. I will. I promise. I will not tag you in any photos of you in the singlet.
Yeah, there's no posting photos on Facebook.
I
Hey,
won't.
look
I
at
will
Fat
not.
Sam and his
Trust me.
fat singlet.
I will not.
Got family members on there.
If
that don't
people
need to
want
see
to
that.
log in and watch,
yeah,
they can watch
Yeah,
you in a
yeah,
singlet.
yeah.
But I will not post pictures out of respect because I wouldn't want you to do that to me. And
Right.
Jay Lucky certainly wouldn't want her huge gut hanging
Yeah,
out in a
yeah,
singlet.
She's fat.
You know what's crazy? Let me pull up the picture of that singlet one more time before we log off here. That women's singlet is seriously not that much different than like dresses that she wears.
Right.
And
yeah.
she was freaking out about it. Like,
It's way more covering than a swimsuit.
oh well, yeah.
Whereas
Now-
a singlet for a man is way different. We don't wear in America.
We don't wear
Generally, men
spandex,
don't wear
yeah.
speedos to
Right.
bathe.
And we don't wear spandex. We
And
don't wear
bathe,
tight
swimming.
shit like that.
Yeah. Where
When our shirts get near our bodies, we tug them
yeah,
away
yeah,
from.
yeah. So this is an entirely different experience. This is why it's so much more embarrassing for.
Yeah, I don't know if you could see it on your screen, Jay Lucky, but we have the singlet for the women. I've seen you in dresses that tight. I mean, seriously, it's not that much different. And you were freaking
It's
out.
the material. I don't wear spandex.
Yeah, well, I gave
Bet you do the gym.
Oh, that's true.
No,
Yeah.
I don't wear spandex.
Oh, you've never worn stretch like
It's
material at
stretch,
all.
but not spandex. It's spandex mixed with cotton or spandex mixed with not. Like it's never just 100% spandex.
Don't wear leggings to the gym
It's
ever.
not like the freaking 80s.
Don't wear leggings, do you, to the gym for the
Yes, but they're
for the
not
trainer?
all spandex.
Don't stretch for
They have
him
a
when he asks you
partial
to.
spandex
We got to come up with a
component.
good punishment next time, and we have to actually beat her. I think she wins every one of these fucking things
Right,
because she
that's the
thinks like
problem. There's not,
WWE.
but the punishment they almost have to be individual for that
really-
really punish the person.
Yeah, it should be. I thought this one was pretty good because I knew that the two of us would be freaking out about it. I figured you'd
Right,
be
but
not.
There's freaking out over like dumb stuff. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like and there's freaking out over like we're gonna make Sam fly on a puddle jumper plane.
Yeah, that makes you freak out. All right. Well, if you got nothing else,
I got 0.
I got 0. Jay Lucky, what do you got?
Can't wait for next week's
I
pod.
got nothing.
Yeah. Next week, don't forget to tune in. Thank you for joining us in the chat tonight. We had a couple people talking. Pamela, and I hope you get to finally get around to watching WrestleMania.
Thick tuft of chest hair. It's coming out here next week. Get
Did
us
you
prepped.
just scratch it? Is that what that
Yeah,
sound was?
got it
Right in the
ready to
microphone
go,
there.
that's
And just don't you dare rub my microphone on you. Oh my God. That just wow. You really sold it for next week. That's what you have to look forward to next week, everybody. But if you got nothing else, I think I got nothing else. And I guess we will see you next week, next Tuesday night at 9:30 on Twitch.
Where I, Bastion Booger, will be here live.
Yes, I should have put that picture up.
Yeah.
there. Actually, I'll put that picture up next week.
Yeah, next to me.
I should put it next to you so that you don't feel so bad.
Right, and you'll be like, "This is what you look like." And
No,
I'm
I'll be like,
"Yes,
you could possibly look like
And
this.
I'll have like
imagine."
a lump of fat that'll do that because it'll be too tight, like they did to Bastion Booger, where they made it look like he had a hump on his back.
It's not going to be all that bad, my friend. And I apologize. We should have made the tiebreaker something more legit.
Legitimate.
Yeah, we should have. Like, who can do more push-ups or something like that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, who's taller,
Hey, wait a second now.
and you're like, well, how about we just go who wears longer pants?
There you go. Yeah, my pants are longer.
By the way,
Oh,
before we sign off,
what?
so this guy wears longer pants, which would make you think he has long legs, correct? So we're walking back to our car from NXT.
Oh, my God,
And
yeah.
he's like,
Well, hold on.
he's telling me I'm walking too fast.
He
for him.
walks lightning fast. Like, what the fuck kind of... I could not keep
Daddy
up.
Longlegs here shouldn't have a problem walking fast. He wears size 34 length jeans.
Could not. Like, I don't know what the hell kind of hurry you were in. Like, you just, like... What
That's-
the fuck?
If you're trying to go somewhere, then you walk fast. We're trying to get to the garage, so you walk fast.
But it wasn't in a hurry. Like, you didn't walk that fast going to NXT. You just...
Yeah, we're trying to go. This guy has no, sense of urgency. I'm just toddling along and walking along.
He wasn't just walking along. Like, and I understand I do walk slow, but I couldn't. I had to jog to catch up.
Fucking
Like, he
tortoise
would
here.
pull ahead, and then I'd have to jog to catch up to him. It was like a kid in a mall with their parents.
Can't help your slow
You do that
walker.
to me on walks too.
Well, yeah, but you have long legs. Like, your gait is really long. He doesn't have a long gait. He just was walking extremely fast. Like, I was literally like
I wasn't fast enough. That's my. I would normally same thing. Al said the same thing at the Phillies game.
Maybe you have a problem. If your friends can't keep up with you while you're walking, maybe you have a problem.
My friends are short and stout with short little strides, and
maybe
they're wear size 34 jeans.
Maybe you should think of us when you're walking and slow it down a little
By
bit.
the way, walking back to the car, we should have been walking fast. It was middle of the night in Brooklyn.
Oh
it
my
was
God. It was wrestling
It was
fans.
cold as shit.
It was cold
with rain coming down.
It was yeah.
At least you know what. On the way home, what made the trip on the way home great?
Stopping
the
off
greatest
for food.
diner in the history of the world, the
Stopping off
Clinton
for food
Station
helped
Diner.
us. We were gonna die on the way home
and
if we
then
didn't stop. It was just.
I had mentioned about this place. I didn't know if we would see it because I forgot what road it was actually on. And then we got there, and it was glorious for two fat men like us.
Yeah, cup of coffee and a burger. What did you have? Oh, you ordered two.
I ordered
things
two
of
meals.
food.
I could only eat one because this place I forgot as the biggest portions in the history of the world. So I had
You
a buffalo
ordered two
chicken wrap.
meals.
Yeah, and a
then
and a
took the other
patty
one up.
melt.
Did you eat the thing the next day?
Never did. Nope. I threw it away.
You told me you didn't stop.
No, I did not.
You told me you guys stopped for a cup of coffee and like a
That
travel
was
center.
a cup of coffee.
No, bullshit. I did not say that.
You did.
No, I did not.
We
You're
got
like-
blown at this
you're like-
diner.
You're like, I don't know. It took so long to get home. We didn't even stop. We stopped for a quick. cup of-
Bullshit. I did not say
You
that.
said we stopped once to stretch our legs.
We did stretch our legs.
We did. We stopped. I told you we stopped for food and a
Oh,
drink.
so
Okay.
good. So anyway, by the way, yeah. So I got home, and the next day I was like,
Wait.
oh, damn, I forgot to bring it in, so I couldn't eat a
I'm a
meal.
little
that was-
pissed off. I
that
know
was-
I told you that I
know.
ate something.
I didn't eat the meal. I was mad. By the way, I
Oh.
wasted the
You
patty
did
melt.
waste a patty melt.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
But I
like
couldn't risk getting
$6, $7,
sick.
something like that.
Eating it the next day, sitting in the car.
It
You
still
want
would've been
60-degree patty melt?
Yeah,
No.
it's a hamburger. It's fine.
choice not
It was
eating it.
cooked all the way through. I'm
But
sure.
yeah, this diner, Jen. I was saying the other day, I was like, you know what? If you want to go, it's 60 miles. I'll go right now. It was so good.
The thing is, they don't make the food that good in the middle of the day. Probably.
You don't think? You think the food in the middle of the day? Hey, it's middle of the day. Here's your shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Because they actually have people like coming in and out. They can
It's like
sling-
diner priced food that's good, and like the portions are enormous.
Yeah, the portions were enormous. I don't think I finished. The coffee was no bueno though.
I don't know why you get coffee.
Because I needed to stay awake. We had to talk the entire way
Yeah, well,
home
you
because
could get caffeine in other forms.
I didn't want soda. We already.
I
we
couldn't
didn't
have Thody
soda.
Pop after midnight.
I didn't have soda. I had beers there, didn't I?
Yeah,
The $14 beers.
yeah. That
That was
coffee
a
that
joke.
they was probably brewed like 4 hours before
It
that.
tasted like it. It was freaking terrible. Huh.
But yeah, so it was a fun time. I enjoyed it. I would do it again.
It was good, yeah. And we should go to that diner right now because by the time we get there, it'll be middle of the night and the food will
Yeah.
be delicious.
I would go there. I'll go 3 nights a week now that I don't have second job or it's starting next week after Monday. Darts is over.
You can put the
Bowling's
singlet
over.
on and go there.
Yeah, just wear a singlet.
Just walk in. Hey, I'm here for my 2 meals.
Yeah, sure looks like it. I was like hungry, and I was thinking normally I got a wrap, and I'm thinking it's gonna be this like tiny little wrap and fries. And I was like, and usually when you get a patty melt too, since it's on like bread instead of a bun, like
Oh,
the
it was-
burger's
yeah.
small.
No,
This thing came out, and I looked at. I was defeated instantly. I was like, "Fuck, there's no chance I'm."
it was like a loaf of bread
yeah,
with a burger on it.
yeah,
And cut in half.
and their burger is big. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
No, but the coffee was shitty, and
I was happy to see this guy too eat. Like we had 2 meals, he actually ate.
I didn't get to finish.
Although
it.
the pizza, we only had 2 slices of thin crust pizza.
It was-
we were both
we're
we were just like
starving.
that. Yeah, that wasn't.
Well,
Gonna
Dan
cut.
was hungry too. He told me too. He's like, we had to go back and eat
Yeah.
too because we 2 slices of thin crust
Right,
pizza
right.
at 7.
Wish I would have got
not
the
even
white. I
7.
would have got the Fuggin' White at Fuggin' Patsy's.
We got meat pizza. It was good.
Yeah, yeah. You're a meat pizza guy. I'm not.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I'm. Pepperoni. Too much meat though. For
I actually
me.
would have been fine with that one. What was the other one I said? Oh, the meatball. You were like, I don't
Yeah.
like meatballs on my pizza.
That would have been okay, but I was like, they had a white pizza. I would have liked, you know.
Yeah,
But you know, you like your meat.
I do like
Yeah, it was
meat.
not. Yeah, you. But you. I was like, I don't. I usually when I go out with JB, he's like, I'll have the rice cake,
I'm
water, and yeah, some air, extra air.
Oh, extra air is good.
Yeah.
Sprinkle that shit on top.
But yeah, you were. Yeah, that was
It
good.
was good. Well, that's because we had to do something to try to make
Yeah.
it home.
Yeah.
That ride home was rough. Even after stopping and actually having
It's
a
'cause
cup
it
of
was so
coffee
late,
and walking
too.
around and just
You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter is, I was up, you know, normal time for work.
I got up because I'm stupid.
Yeah, you got it because you're stupid. So, and
Friday
by the time,
morning.
you know, we'd stop there. We stop at a strip club for a little bit, and it's just tough. To
Well,
stay
yeah.
awake,
After it was hard to stay up after the strip club.
right.
It
So then we
really
had to
was.
get something else to keep us up. you
Right.
know,
Yeah.
For the ride home.
I get it.
Yeah.
Keep you up.
Yeah. you know,
So-
because you can't fall asleep with an erection.
No, you can't. You can wake up with one.
Yeah.
That's enough. All right. Thank you very much. We'll next Tuesday night you'll see him in a singlet. You'll see me. You'll
Double it.
see in a doublet. You'll see Jay Lucky.
Probably in a parka because she's so fat.
Yes, exactly.
Probably.
Covered up. There's a big Pirates blanket over there you can wear. And anyways, we'll see you next week on Dorks Live.
See ya.
Later.